Hello and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars The Living Set. Will, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Hope you're having a good week.
I've been, yeah.
All right, 4 new cards again this week for you. So I'm going to actually do the first 2 and then I'll turn over to you for the last 2. As always, hopefully you guys are liking the videos that we're doing. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you'd like additional information. But let's kick it off. Today, card number 43, Maz Kanata.
Great character.
Tell me about the first time you saw Maz. What did you think about her?
Well, the thing is that The Force Awakens was, I think, did Solo Rogue One come out before?
No, Force Awakens was one of the first ones, yeah.
Force Awakens came out before any of the later ones.
Yep.
So that was the first one and that I ever saw in theaters.
Like new to theaters.
New to theaters, because I had never seen any of the original 6 in theaters.
Yep.
Obviously I wasn't born then. So I was super excited.
Yeah.
I've been watching the previews the whole time. I had already been a humongous Star Wars fan.
Yep.
I was so excited for this. And then we went to this planet, and there was this old little lady.
Really old, over 1,000 years old.
Really old lady.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with her. She's so cool. She has such a great personality.
Yep.
How she has like a crush on Chewie. That part was just so funny. I was dying in the theater laughing.
Yep.
She's just a great character.
Yeah, great character. Let's go into the stats real quick. So they printed 1,122 of this one. 71 have been graded so far, 56 PSA 10s, and 15 9s so far. So the interesting about this one, voice of Maz is a very, very famous actress. Lupita Nyong'o, who also was Nakia in the Black Panther series.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. Some of the voices that, things that she's done, which was really, really cool. They talked about in this one around how like the physical movement that the actress brought to Maz, even though it's obviously CGI.
Yeah,
but they thought it was really, really good though. So which is awesome. So
yeah.
And so Maz is over 1,000 years old, runs a watering hole, I believe Han calls it. What's the name of the planet again?
Takodana.
Takodana. All right.
A new planet for us. And
apparently there's a deleted scene from Force Awakens where Maz actually hands a lightsaber to Leia, which is interesting. So, I excited for Maz. I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed we didn't get more of Maz.
Yeah.
And maybe we will in the future. But she had so much potential. I think even at the beginning in Force Awakens, we first see her, she says, "I'll tell you more later." Or, "How did you get the lightsaber from Luke?"
And she says, "I'll tell you another time."
Another time, yeah.
We're still waiting, Maz. When's it happening? Give us...
Still waiting.
Send us an email or something. Just tell us when we get to know.
Yeah.
Please.
Agreed. All right. Well, again, a great character. Excited to hopefully see some more of Maz in the future. We get some other scenes of Maz in the other movies, which is cool. But again, definitely would love to see some more Maz in the future. All right. Card number 44, our second one of this week, Captain Needa. So Captain Needa, of course, famous for Empire Strikes Back, was obviously in the Battle of Hoth.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Captain Needa was not with us for very long. But before we happen to lose Captain Needa, let's go into our stats real quick. All right. They made 1,108 of these. 67 were graded so far, 57 PSA 10s and 10 PSA 9s. All right, so before we say goodbye to Captain Needa, the actor on this one was Michael Culver. No, not Culvers.
Darn it.
Michael Culver. He's been in 137 different shows and movies. Wow. Pretty interesting. So, of course, we all remember Captain Needa from the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, the Battle of Hoth, and then suddenly the Millennium Falcon is trying to get away, and I think there's a famous line, "Captain Needa, the ship no longer appears on our scopes." Right?
Yep.
And then we're waiting, and then Captain Needa, I believe, says he will take responsibility and tell Lord Vader himself.
Here's the thing. Why did he do that?
He's trying to be responsible.
Yeah, but everybody knows what happens when you get in trouble and you go to Vader. He literally went there of his own accord. What were you thinking, dude?
Maybe he thought something different would happen this time. I don't know. Unfortunately, Captain Needa not with us very long. Again, a good character, a lot of fun. I like that he took personal responsibility. Unfortunately, Lord Vader did not agree with that one.
Yeah, no.
All right. Well, you got the next 2 cards. So card number 45
is...
Go ahead.
Salacious B Crumb, or more commonly known, the little monkey-looking thing that sits by Jabba.
Fair enough.
Yes. Okay. So first we're going to stats. They made 1,090. There have been graded 41, 21 PSA 9s, and 20 PSA 10s. The voice is Mark Dodson.
Dodson, yep.
and he plays Mogwai in Gremlins.
Now, you've never seen Gremlins, but Gremlins was also an 80s movie that came out. They had a couple of them, in fact. So Mogwai was actually the good gremlin. But the voice of Salacious was the same guy that was also did the voice for Mogwai, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Name came from the crew at lunch.
Yeah, so I read this story, and again, it's online, so who knows if it's real. But they were talking about how the name Salacious B Crumb came about. So apparently the crew was at lunch, and they had a few too many beverages.
Yep.
And one of them bent over to tie their shoes and tried to tie my shoelaces, but said Salacious, or however they were pronouncing it, and that came out Salacious.
Salacious B Crumb.
And then the last name, Crumb, was actually from a comic book artist, Robert Crumb. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now, we just got done watching some Clone Wars.
Yep.
And there's a little thing sitting on Hondo's shoulder.
Yep.
Same thing, right?
Yes, the species is called the Kowakian monkey lizards.
Did you make that up?
No, it's a real thing.
Wow.
That is literally what they are called.
Okay.
That's what they are called.
What is it again?
A Kowakian monkey lizard. Which
All
makes
right.
sense because they look like a monkey mixed with a lizard.
Awesome. All right, cool. Anything else on Salacious for this week?
I don't think so.
All right, you got the last card number 46. Tell us about this one.
Card number 46 is one of my favorite characters. I believe you say his name. How do you say it?
I think it's Chirrut.
Chirrut
I think.
Imwe.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
It's kind of confusing on how to pronounce. We're very sorry if we did mispronounce it. But anyway, the blind guy from Rogue One. He is one of my favorite characters, probably of all time.
Really?
He's just so cool.
Okay.
The fact that he's like a Jedi, not Jedi, does all these crazy fight scenes.
Yep.
Has that little bit of humor that just makes it all the better.
Yep.
He is one of my favorite characters.
I think you laugh every time when they put the hood over him
Yep.
to take him. And what does he say?
I'm blind.
Yeah. Pretty obvious on that one, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. You want to tell us about the stats on this one?
So this one, they actually, I just realized this. They also made 1,090. Exactly the same number as Salacious.
Yeah, interesting. So, of course, every week they sell 2 cards at the same time. Sometimes people order just one or the other. But for some reason, this week, when card number 45 and 46 came out,
It was exact.
people ordered exactly the same.
I've never seen that.
I have never seen that before either. I thought that was pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yep.
Okay, well, anyway, they've graded 77, 30 PSA 9s, and 47 PSA 10s.
Yep.
The actor is Donnie
Yen.
Yen?
Yes.
Donnie Yen.
Yep.
Who was actually born in China and moved to the USA. He actually choreographed all the different fight scenes.
Yeah, he's actually really famous for being a fight scene choreographer.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did in all of this, but it did say that he actually wanted to have this character be blind, which I thought was an interesting part of it.
If he hadn't been blind, it wouldn't have been as cool.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, thinking back, if he had just been a normal, super cool fighting guy, he wouldn't have had that much personality, that much outstandingness to any other thing we've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely cool. He's worked on a lot of other movies too, right? Like, which other ones has he worked on?
He's been in Mulan and
other ones. He's been a bunch of different fight scenes, right?
Mulan, yeah.
Awesome. You know what I just realized for this week? We've got 4 characters, right?
Yep.
Only one of them is still with us.
Good.
Well, Captain Needa didn't make it.
Nope.
Salacious B Crumb,
Well,
I believe, was probably hanging with
yeah, I'm guessing he probably did explode.
when the ship exploded,
Yeah.
right, on Tatooine, and then,
Yeah.
of course, like everyone else, for the most part in Rogue One,
Nobody survived Rogue One.
nobody survived Rogue One.
Just nobody.
So pretty much, if you're in Rogue One, unless you're
screwed.
unless you're Cassian.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, Cassian didn't make it.
Nope.
No. Really, anybody that was on the planet, of course,
Yeah,
they're all gone.
basically just anybody that was named, besides like the main rebel guys like Mon Mothma and all them.
Yep.
Anybody that was named basically died. That's just how it goes sometimes, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, what's your favorite card this week as far as like the art of them?
Artwork design? Okay,
What's your
I need to
favorite
look.
one for this week? So I've got one. Mine is Maz Kanata for sure. I just love the way that they really brought out Maz's kind of the personality, the big eyes, the look of Maz. I thought that's my favorite art of the week. How about you?
I would probably agree with you. Or Shiru.
Yep.
Shiru? Did I say?
Go with that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Because just like because this is still Chris Maddox, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. We still got a couple hundred cards to go.
The way he like connected and brought out the blind eyes very well, it just looks so cool. And the pose that he's doing where he's like holding out the staff.
Yep.
It's a hard choice between those two. I can't decide. I'm going to say both those.
That's a fair choice. I agree with that. All right. Anything else for this week, Will?
Nope.
All right. Well, again, thanks guys for joining us. Again, shout out to Chris Penix for doing all the great artwork. If you're interested in grabbing some of these cards, go to the Topps website. They come out 2 new cards every Tuesday. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.